it is exactly like 2014 button. And you guys know, the guys that's been on the channel for a long time, we've been calling this button and saying that the button that's happening right now, it's exactly like 2014. I mean, previously we said, you know, it reminds us very much like 2014. You know, it has all the technical indications that it's 2014 button. And right now we are getting confirmation that the button that we are having right now, it's the blue line, that's 2040 bottom that happened, you know, for Bitcoin. It is playing exactly the same. So let me show you here on the charts what we are actually looking at. So this blue line, this is just, you know, taken out of the 2014 button, and what you're gonna see here, it does play out exactly the same. Now it's not, you know, 100% the same. I mean, there are a little bit, you know, higher pumps, you know, bigger dumps and so forth, but it is the same. It is the same. We're gonna, you know, analyze the chart a little bit more in detail over here, but you'll see over here that we're going towards upside, you know, move down in the channel. Over here go some kind of sideways move. There is a little pump up here, there was a slight pump up here, big move down over here, then we get into this range up here and then explode into this. Right now what's happening, a parabolic move towards upside, where what I am calling a short squeeze. And the short squeeze has for a long time right now been one of the indicators that I've been looking for to call the end of the bottom, to call the end of the accumulation phase. This is accumulation phase. This is the end of the accumulation phase. This is getting out all the shorts out of the market. This is wrecking everybody right now. This is liquidating everybody, and it's gonna end maybe at 30,000-40,000. We can also look at a little bit, you know, how high we can actually go up, but it is the 2040 button. And you know, there is a tweet down below in the description. I will link it to the tweet, you know, that we actually did last year, that, you know, it is starting to look like 2014 button. We already up here kind of knew that, you know, because we already knew that we are on the bottom down here. Now you might ask, yeah, how did you know it's the bottom? Because, you know, there is, you know, 3, you know, super moons down here, you know, telling us that this is the bottom. That's one of the reasons. The other one reason was this this bear flank goes exactly, you know, down there. You know, this was, you know, capitulation phase. There has been a ton of indications that this you know, capitulation phase already happened, and then down here at, you know, 19-20,000 was the bottom. Now I'm not gonna you know, I'm not gonna say that I you know picked the bottom perfectly or anything, because I did not see this dump down here to 16k. I did predict that there will be a spring towards the upside, or I was hoping, you know, the spring is gonna happen. I've been talking about spring for a long time, but when this move finally came towards downside, it just did not spring towards the upside up here. It just not that spring. And you know, when we went down here, I was like, was I wrong? Was I wrong? Like, where did I go wrong? And I forgot totally to check the 2014 chart by this time over here. And right now that we are, you know, flying up here inside this parabolic move towards the upside, I remembered this is the 2040 button. So I did not actually think that we could go all the way down here, because in 2014 we actually did not go all the way down there. We came to, you know, same kind of, you know, bottoms down here where we actually were, and then just bounced off of. So this move, if it was to be, you know, picture perfect of the 2040 bottom, you know, we would have gone to some kind of, you know, a little bit up here at 22, then back down at 18k, and then to, you know, back up there again. But we did, you know, move down here below the support line, and I was like, damn, are we gonna go down? You know, is crypto savvy gonna be right? Is that, you know, optical arts guy gonna be right? Is every bear gonna be right? We're going down to 10k. Is Richard Hart gonna be right about 85% move towards the downside? Yeah, you know, and you know, you kind of start doubting yourself. But at the end of the day, it is playing out exactly as the 2040 button. And if this is not, you know, any kind of if you don't believe it by this chart, I don't know what more can I show you. I mean, I posted so many things. Now that said, this is a very scary, you know, time to FOMO in, because you will see that this chart, this parabolic move, goes back down again pretty fast and pretty hard. So that's the question. Now the only question is how high we are gonna go over here before we actually get the move towards downside and consolidation. But there is that. Now let me split the chart up, and then we'll analyze the chart a little bit more. So here we go, we got a chart of 2020-23 on the top up here, and the chart of 2014 on the bottom. And I remember that once this started going towards the downside over here, I already noticed some kind of similarities, fractals on the chart that are telling me that this is 2014 button. The first thing first is that we had an impulsive move towards the downside, where we actually went in some kind of rising wedge up here towards the upside. Now this isn't actually perfect rising wedge, but it is some kind of, you know, some kind of rising wedge up here towards the downside. And after that rising wedge, we started going inside this channel towards the downside. There was some kind of channel, even this move up here towards the upside up here happened over here. And once this channel happened, we went into a range down here at the bottom. You can see that down here range, and here comes this last part over here. Now this part over here in 2014 was kind of very volatile. It came all the way up to this top up here, and we became very stupidly bullish up here, unfortunately. And this move, you know, dumped us towards downside. But this move towards downside is exactly over like over here. It went up, they start curving, and then it had this big, you know, what people are calling, you know, capitulation phase move towards downside. And this is not capitulation, and there is a reason why this isn't capitulation. I don't know if you remember, but when this move happened, everybody on the whole YouTube was like, yeah, finally capitulation happening. And I was like, there is nobody left here. Look at my channel, look at my subscribers, look at everybody else YouTube channel. Everything is dead. There is nobody to capitulate. Everything is empty, you know. But no, people are like, no, this is the capitulation. No, this is not capitulation. There is definitely a reason why this is not capitulation. Capitulation was up here. This is definitely 100% not capitulation. But it was a move towards downside that was very volatile. Now, look what happened after that. Look what happened after that. We went into the sideways motion up here. But even this sideways motion up here is exactly the same. Let me just remove this box up here so you can see this nicer. You'll see up here how in 2014 we did this, you know, double move down here, and you can also say that there is, you know, these double moves down here at the bottom, and then we went into this, you know, rise up here towards the upside, and we went a little bit down, and then over here exactly at the same time, you know, we started this you know, parabolic move towards the upside, and this parabolic move towards the upside right now starting. So I'm stupidly bullish on this part over here. I'm still telling people that, you know, do not underestimate the bullish trend. I know people want to short every kind of, you know, pump because, oh, it gotta come down. But when is it gonna come down? Because a lot of people are still holding to the belief that this is nothing more than a bear rally, that some kind of, you know, bull trap that's gonna get everybody, you know, effed up, and it's gonna come back down. Everybody who missed the bottoms right now is just praying, oh, please just get a little bit down, I forgot to buy, you know. But eventually, if this plays out further towards down upside, and I think it's gonna do that, because if it's playing out like 2014, we are gonna get this capitulation phase for the shorters. It's a shorters capitulation phase. This is the move, and it happened in 2014. It happened in 2018. It's always happening at the end of the accumulation phase in the bear market. Let me show you that as well. So here we are in 2014, 2015 up here, and you'll see that over here, this is what I call the, you know, shorters capitulation, because they literally capitulate. And how this actually happens? Well, the price starts going slowly towards upside up here, and there's a very important resistance line up here, because the entirety of this part down here is the accumulation zone. This is the start of the bull market. People don't understand. People think that the last part, you know, the pump at the end of the, you know, 2017 top, or, you know, 2021 top, that the pump at the top, that's the bull market. No, the bull market starts here at the bottom, and this is the first phase. This is the accumulation zone of the bull market, and this accumulation zone is defined by the shorters capitulation, and it happens like this. It goes it just wrecks everything. It goes slowly towards the upside, and you'll see right up here how it gets above the resistance up here, does a pullback towards the downside, and explodes and gets everybody out. And once that happened, once this, you know, parabolic move explodes, the shorters are dead. There is nobody left shorting. Everybody went long, everybody closed their position, everybody liquidated. That's done. Everybody down here is liquidated. And from that point on, at least here in 2014-15, we went into, you know, some kind of triangle up here. If it's gonna happen the same way or not, we don't know. And you know, it just continued rising towards the upside. But this is very, very important move to happen. This happened in 2014. This happened in 2019. Sorry, 2017. 2018, 2019 up here, exactly up here. You can see up here, down here was the the accumulation phase was a lot slow, but slowly was it climbing towards the resistance level up here at the top. Slowly. But as soon as this resistance level got broken, bam, right up there again and exploded towards the upside. Everybody start capitulating, because you gotta understand that this capitulation phase, this is a shorter capitulation. On the move towards the downside over here, this is longs. Longs are still having some kind of hopium that this is gonna go towards the upside. So we get these capitulation candles towards the downside where longs capitulate and close their positions. But the same thing happens towards the upside. We got capitulations for the shorters. Everybody shorting, every bear capitulations of the bears. That's what happened. 2014 happened, 2018, 19 it happened, and right now it's happening right now. You are witnessing this. This is 10 times in a lifetime opportunity. I mean, this is definitely gonna happen again, but not in next 4 or 5 years. But this, what's happening right now over here, is shorter capitulations, and you'll see up here that once we came to this bottom down here around 25k, we have been holding this bottom down for a long time, and right now we are slowly climbing up here towards the upside. Although it does look very, very volatile, we are still slowly climbing up. But once the 25 level is broken, we were gonna get some kind of gigantic move. I don't know how much we're gonna go up, because it all depends, how much bears are willing to lose the money, how much they are willing to short. But there will come another move up here at towards upside. Whether that's gonna go to 30,000, 14, 15, 200,000, I don't know. But there will come another move that will indicate end of this phase up here. So this phase technically is not over yet, because we have not broken this these 25 levels up here, but we are very, very strong trend towards upside right now. It's only a matter of time before we break this. So I've been telling everybody, any kind of pullback down here, do not underestimate this bullish trend. Do not underestimate the the bull market starting up here. The bull market started up here. The accumulation phase up here, we've been calling every single move, guys. We've been calling every single move. The accumulation phase is at the end of the accumulation phase. This move up here is breaking all the resist trend lines we can actually break. I know somebody will argue that market structure is still intact, whatever that means, but I'm a big guy on trend lines. Trend lines definitely show that we are breaking every single trend. And right now, even on the weekly time frame, if you zoom in, if you zoom out a little bit, you'll see that even on the weekly time frame we are creating higher highs and stuff like that. I mean, it is such a strong bullish trend, and everybody is underestimating how strong and powerful this is. And this is gonna explode exactly up here above the 25k. Now the big questions are, of course, when we're gonna come to 25k, how this is gonna go. There is definitely some kind of trend line over here that might go something like this up here and then explode towards the upside. But that is the end of the bear market. Not of the bear market, that is the end of the accumulation of the bull market. And just as a last tip for you guys, so you don't miss everything, people always think that this up here is the bull market. That's not the bull market, guys. That's part of the bull market, but that's the end of the bull market. That's the very, very end. That's when your grandma and your sister and brother and co-worker and everybody else comes and starts buying. That's the end of the bull market. The bull market starts when the capitulation of the longs happen, and that happens down here. Once you have the capitulation, this is the very, very start of the bull market in 2024. This thing over here, it's where it all starts. It does not start up here somewhere. Oh, this is no. This is the start of the bull market. Capitulation of the longs into the accumulation, and accumulation is the very first part of the bull market. And after that, you boom. The same thing in 2014. Once the capitulation happens down here, this is the start over here. This is the very, very start, very first moments of the start of the bull market, and then you get into the accumulation part, and after the accumulation part, you get the rest of the bull market, jumping in. But what I'm trying to say, do not miss the bull market. Do not miss the bull market. This over here was the start of the bull market. We've been calling the bottom. We've been saying this is the bottom. We've been saying like people are crazy. I did not call the 15 the drop down. I thought we were just gonna have a you know, quick spring down to, you know, even 15 16,000 something like that, right back up again. But then when it just didn't go though, you know, it just didn't, you know, rebound, you know, immediately I was like, damn, what's happening up here? What's happening? So yeah, sure, but you know, accumulation phase in full effect. The bull market starts here. Everything else is just continuation of the same bull market, and this accumulation phase will be confirmed around 25k, give or take. It's just beautiful. Let's just look at it one more time. I mean, guys, isn't it beautiful? Isn't it very, very beautiful what's happening right now? We are all the blue balls. You still are the blue ball. I don't know if you're actually the blue ball, but you know, you might be a yellow ball by this time right now. But I'm in you know, very good spirits. I think that, you know, this is gonna get everybody wrecked, all the shorters, all the bears. Nobody believes this is the move towards the upside. Nobody but us. Nobody believes this move towards the upside. But it's okay. Everybody will convert, and once they convert, once they see the pump above 25k, they will FOMO so hard it's gonna drop down big time. But you gotta know that the next drop that falls down after this parabolic move towards the upside, the next drop that goes down, Bitcoin is not going back down to 10k. You are not that lucky, unfortunately. And I don't care what all the bears and, you know, on internet says. Guys, thank you for watching. You know what to do with the Bybit link below. If you only post 2.5 million, if you only deposit 2.5 million, you might just get 30k bonus, sign up bonus on Bybit. But you know, bring out the cold wallets, deposit, you know, 2.5 million on Bybit. There is also a, you know, small part that you gotta trade without those money to get those 30k, you know, sign up bonus. But there's that link down below. You can trade with me. Guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you around. Bye bye.